and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. Today is Vlogmas Day 7. Happy Vlogmas Day 7. And I am doing the first of the festive book tags that I've managed to get my hands on. And this one is the Christmas song book tag. It is a book tag from 2014 and I will link the original video down below. But I just saw it and I had to do it because I hadn't done a festive book tag before and I was excited. So the first Christmas song is All I Want for Christmas Is You, and the question is, which book do you most hope to see under your Christmas tree? So I've just had a birthday and I got a lot of books for my birthday, which was absolutely wonderful, and on my list there are a few more left on there. So some of the books that I would like to see under my Christmas tree are The Edible Atlas, which is a book about eating your way around the world. So if there's one thing I like more than reading, it is eating. So that is a good combination book for me. The Bookshop book by Jen Campbell, which is a book about bookshops and the best books in bookshops in the world, really strange ones. I watched a video with her talking about it and she was saying there's a bookshop in a taxi in, I think it's in Tehran, where the husband drives the taxi and then the lady, his wife, sits in the back with you and talks about what books you like, and then she finds you one by the time you get to your journey, to your destination. Amazing. I'd also like a really nice copy of The Handmaid's Tale. I borrowed my sister's one before and I haven't got my own copy and I would like to own that. And I'd like a book journal to keep note of all the books that I read. And also I read Louise O'Neill's Only Ever Yours earlier this year and really enjoyed it, and I would like her a book asking for it. So they're just a few. There's loads more on there, but they're just a few. Number 2, the second song is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the question is, name a character that overcomes major obstacles and learns to believe in themselves. And that character is August from Wonder by R.J. Palacio. So for those who haven't read Wonder, you should. And it is about a young chap who's got a severe facial deformity, who has never been schooled before. He's always been homeschooled by his parents and hasn't really been out much, sort of hasn't been exposed to the world, and it documents his first year at school from many people's points of view, mainly August's, but also his sister, people in his class, his sister's boyfriend, and it's just brilliant. And when he starts his first year at school, he's just thinking, I'm never going to get through this, and he just overcomes every awful thing that happens to him, and it is just a lovely, heartwarming, beautiful book that made me cry tears of joy. So this is very good. The third song is Santa Claus It's Coming to Town, and the questions are, there's 2 questions for this part. It is, which character do you think would be top of the naughty list, and which character do you think would be top of the nice list? So top of the naughty list would be any of the bitches in Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill. So this is a book that I really loved, but every single character in it was horrid. So it is a book set in future Europe where girls are sort of made in laboratories for men to marry. People can't have baby girls anymore because something awful's happened, which is a bit of a sideline, but the fact is that girls are brought up in these schools to be the perfect wife. And it is like Mean Girls on acid. These girls are horrible, and there's lots of social media in there with people posting photos of the school posting photos of their pupils and how much weight they've lost this week, and who's the most beautiful, and and every single girl in that school is horrible, and the ones that aren't horrible are just weak, useless people. So they would all be top of the naughty list for being so horrible. Top of the nice list, I didn't pick a character because there's plenty of characters I have liked this year, and I don't know if I could pick one apart from August, and I can't have him again. I thought I would pick an author who's Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, because I read Americana earlier this year and that has been my favourite book of the year, and I just wanted her to be top of the nice list for being such a bloody good author. Song number 4 is Frosty the Snowman, and the question that goes with that is which book just melts your heart? So I've gone for all books that I've read this year, and this melts my heart every time I read it, and that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I also watched the film of it this year for the first time with my boyfriend, and he also found it very heart-melting, and yeah, it's just just melts my heart. Melts my heart. Number 5, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Which Christmas themed book do you use to spread Christmas joy? So a book that I would suggest for everyone to read, which is just enjoyable to read this time of year and an easy read, is Let It Snow, which is a series of 3 short interconnecting Christmas stories by John Green, Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. And I got this, I didn't even know this existed until last Christmas, read it in time for Christmas and really loved it. It's set in the worst Blizzard for 50 years, and it just has, as I said, 3 interconnecting stories, and it's just lovely and a joy to read, really. So this would spread lots and lots of Christmas joy, and I'm planning on reading this once I finish the book that I'm reading at the moment, so looking forward to reading that. The next song, which is song number 6, is Sleigh Ride. Which fictional character would you choose to spend Christmas with? And it doesn't have to be a love interest, but I've picked it as a love interest, and I would spend my Christmas with Ron Weasley from Harry Potter because I love him. Number 7, Baby It's Cold Outside. Which book that you didn't like would you sacrifice to a fire to warm you up? So I went through my Goodreads list, and there are 3 books this year that I've given 1 star. Unfortunately on Goodreads you can't give 0 stars, so 1 star is the lowest rating. The first one I read, which I have here, is H is for Hawk by Helen MacDonald, and I was just so disappointed with this. It was just boring, long, dry, and I love birds, and I just thought this was crap. So didn't enjoy that. The other 2 books I've given 1 star I don't have with me here, and the one is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, which I remember reading, and I just remember literally rolling my eyes at every page because it was so shit. I've seen people absolutely love this book, and it just goes to show that so many people have so many different tastes, because I just absolutely couldn't stand it. I can't even believe I finished it because it was that poo. It was just so rubbish and so just bleh. And the other book I read that I gave a 1 star rating was A God in Every Stones by Camilla Shamsi. I can't even remember what this book was about. I think it was about a lady and a boy in India and their sort of interconnecting lives. I found it really boring. I was disappointed because it was nominated for the Bailey's Women Literary Fiction Prize for 2015, and it was just crap, and I would put that on the fire. The last song is Do You Hear What I Hear, and the question that goes with that is which book do you think everyone should read? So I've mentioned 2 of these books already. The first one is Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and the second is Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and the third one is another amazing book that I've read this year, which is Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. I will link my my review of Kate Atkinson's Life After Life down below, but those are probably the 3 best books I've read this year. So thank you very much for watching my video, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all again soon with another video. Goodbye!